What is up, you guys? It is me again, as you can clearly see. Jack Skellington shirt I got at Walmart a couple months ago. Barely wear it because it's not a dry fit shirt. And I only typically wear dry fit shirts, but I'm trying to get used to my regular shirts again. I've been wearing dry fit shirts for the past couple of years, like every single day. And these shirts, the cotton shirts, the non-dry fit shirts just feel really weird to me because they're a little thicker and the dry fit ones are thinner. Got a new wedding band on Saturday. Sterling silver, 4 millimeters. Inside it says, Jesus Christ is returning soon. I don't know if you guys can see that. Nah, you guys won't be able to see it. It's right there, though. From Etsy. And this cool Pagani Rolex Daytona homage. Looks good with my silver ring. Looks fashionable. Alrighty, you guys. So, let us cut into the video. Scissor fingers. Alright, so as you can see in the title of this video, why did God take away my addiction to playing Call of Duty? Call of Duty? Duty. No. Call of Duty, obviously, we know. It's a war game. It's extremely violent, to say the least. Team deathmatch, you're just going around killing the enemy team. An FFA, or free-for-all, if you will. You're just killing. There's no teams. You're just by yourself. You're just killing anybody you see. It is extremely violent. It is one of those games that kids play that they grow up being really violent and everything like that. Because of how violent the game is, there's a bunch of guns in it. There's a bunch of shooting in it. I don't think it's the most violent video game there is. I don't even think Grand Theft Auto 5 would be considered the most violent, number one most violent game in existence. I don't know which one is, but it doesn't matter which one it is. If it's extremely violent, which it is, stay away. I only play Call of Duty when there's a game mode called Prop Hunt comes on. You're not shooting, you're shooting other players, but it's not a gun battle. The enemy team are items. They're turn into items for like props that are in those in the maps, like a fire extinguisher, tires, palm tree, a giant palm tree. It's funny. It's funny. Or speakers, a skateboard, something like that, and you have to find the props and shoot the props, but there's no blood or anything like that in there because you're shooting props, which are other players, yes, but it's not violence, I wouldn't say. You see, but when they're both teams are guns, then yeah. So let's get into the specifics. Why? And I got to be very careful what I say. because YouTube might get on me for saying something bad. So and you'll see exactly what I mean by that in a second. There's a lot of people taking those instruments of death, if you will, to schools and doing bad stuff with them, to people and to other places as well. They're called SSs. Not going to say it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Again, I don't want to say something and YouTube says, hey, because they've done that before. They've taken down a video of mine when I said something that I shouldn't have. That wasn't even a bad thing to say, but it went against their rules. The C-19 thing, and talking about the jab, but with the V word. VACCINE. Yeah, it's a very violent game, Call of Duty, and God doesn't want us playing those because they put bad influences in our minds. I wouldn't say that they would make us want to do what those SSs do, because I was playing Call of Duty for years, and obviously I never got that way. You'd have to have something wrong with you while playing those games. You'd have to be a psychopath while playing those games to get those dark influences in your mind. But no, I was playing them for years. I was severely addicted to playing Call of Duty every single day for several years. And I loved them. And then all of a sudden, I just lost the interest in playing those games. And I was like, God, you're the one who took away my addiction for these, aren't you? And then I just have this understanding that, yes, he is. That he's the one who took away my addiction to playing Call of Duty. I still have video game addictions, but I don't have the addiction to play Call of Duty anymore. A very violent game, to say the least, literally. Yeah, there's a lot of those stuff going around in the world. And you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. Again, I can't say the word. I'm just leaving up to your knowledge to understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, all the people who do those stuff, those SSs, are probably, the most likely, were playing these games. And they were influenced to do them for real. And they get, not only that, but they get inspired when they hear about documentaries of other SSs, and they want to do the exact same thing. There was one back in, I think it was like the first one, back in 1998, the first SS. Columbine High School. These two guys, you know exactly what they did. I'm not going to even say it. And then other people just wanted to follow in their footsteps. Be just like them, dress like them, what they were wearing that day, because there's video footage somewhere of them wearing like trench coats and hats and stuff like that, and boots. And then they had the same, instrument of death, if you will. So ridiculous. This world is just terrible. Not because I can't play Call of Duty. I don't want to play Call of Duty because of how violent it is. Whenever I start that game, I'm like, okay, should I really be playing this? Like, I have them downloaded onto my my Xbox. They're installed. I could play them whenever I want, but every time I start them, I feel this in my spirit, like, should I really be playing these games? Like, how violent these are and everything like that. Should I really be playing these games? Like, I'm on thin ice with these games. Like, if I play these, then, like, I'll get, like, maybe something would happen. Like, maybe God just would be angry with me if I played these. Because he's the one who told me not to play them in the first place, and yet I was playing them again. So, I rarely play them. But, yeah, that's the reason why God took away the addiction for me of mine to play Call of Duty. Any Call of Duty. Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 6 Black Ops now. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. All those are the same makers, and they're all Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy.